Welcome back to the Sportiello Show. We got UFC 321 coming at you this weekend. Tom Aspinall, the true heavyweight champion, gets his second title defense against Ciryl Gane. Boo. They're in Abu Dhabi. We got a great card to break down. It's such a great card that instead of just touching on the main card, we got a few prelims that we want to go over. Got a little prelim parlay for all our bettors out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know down below in the comments if our picks are wrong, if you're going to roll with us or not. And if you're not, tell us what your parlays are going to be.
We like money.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking of money, we got some fun fights to look forward to. We recently had Johnny Walker's older brother fall off of a card in Brazil, only to be rebooked for this fight coming up against Louis Sutherland, who was supposed to make his debut against one of the Toffa brothers in Australia a few weeks ago. Both fights fell out. Both these dudes agreed to fight each other. We're looking forward to it. With that being said, we haven't seen the Sutherland guy ever.
Nope.
And he seems to be a juice head of sorts.
A little bit, right?
Who may have gotten away with knocking out a bunch of cab drivers from foreign countries. And
lower level competition for sure.
Not that Walker isn't, one of the, bottom 15.
No.
Not necessarily top 15 heavyweights at the moment. He definitely is still capable of doing his signature.
It's a heel hook, right?
Heel,
yeah,
there it is. I was going to call it a toe. No, definitely a heel hook. You're right.
Toe hold.
So, anyways, good odds for Walter Walker. We also have Ikram, a.k.a. the
guy who got knocked out by Hamzat.
The Dagestani who never could be. The striker, they call him, got knocked out by Robert Whittaker. Anywho's, Ikram, Walker, Chris Barnett taking on some Halbi Dalbi, freaking from Iraq. Sorry, bud.
Egypt.
We saw Egypt. What's the difference? We saw your resume.
Not impressed.
Not very impressive at all. 3 scrubs on there, and you didn't finish any of them. And so you're not going to take on our boy Chris Barnett. Crazy that he's almost a 3-1 underdog.
5'9", 265 pounds of man.
Straight beer.
Yeah.
And then we have a lightweight veteran on a 5-fight win streak in Hapkabarast.
You know the name.
I'm the worst at pronouncing names. I will stay the worst at pronouncing names. Nothing will change that. That being said, you pick Hapkabarast, Barnett, Walker, and Ikram in a 4-leg prelim parlay. That's a plus 1279 as we're recording right now. That means $10 gets you like 130.
Yep, 137, almost 138.
Honestly, we've had worse parlays. This is one that you might want to pay attention to.
Hop on. If we hit, we're going to let you know.
Yep.
And if you didn't follow, we're going to be very upset.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's get into our main card breakdown.
This is
starting
what we're here
it off with Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Murzakanov. Number 7 versus number 10 light heavyweights in the world. Murzakanov is going to come in here with a 7-inch reach disadvantage, but he is very used to being the guy with the low reach advantage, or the reach disadvantage, I should say. He does a very, very good job of getting his opponents up against the cage where they can't utilize that length and knocking them out bad.
Yeah, he has a very classic Russian boxing style to him, very light on his toes, very coming forward with the jab to the body. Good boxing just overall, good hands. The dude has got freaking, I don't even know how many knockouts, but it feels like every time he fights in the UFC, he gets a knockout. And honestly, Alexander Rakic, he's pretty high in the rankings. I don't believe he has a single highlight in Venom shorts.
Maybe not. And I mean, you look at his last 3 fights, he's 0-3. He tears his PCL or his LCL against Jan. That sucks.
Yeah.
Go up against Yuri. It was a good fight up until, Yuri did his thing.
Real quick on that. I don't think that Yuri has ever really is one to go to decision for once, right? So I don't think that he cares about the judges' scorecards. And
No.
it does feel like almost all of his opponents are winning at first until they're not. So
and then he just pulls out some samurai shit.
So even when we were watching that during 300, I was like, oh man, Rakic, like, oh dang, I guess he really must be that guy.
Right.
And then, Yuri
caught
pulled it off. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he caught him with a 1-2 and then just poured it on him after that. And yeah, Yuri's a savage. And then you lose to
Magomed. So that's champ.
3 champs.
In a row.
Mm-hmm.
So, this guy's gone up against the best and the best. We cannot say the same for Murzakanov yet.
No, but what we can say is that Mirzakhanov has more than 2 wins this decade.
Yes, he does. I know. Well, back to the PCL injury. It cut him out.
That was 2022.
Yep.
He has a win against Anthony Smith in 2020.
Yep.
A win against Thiago Santos in 2021.
Yep.
And then almost a year later, it's the Jan Blachowicz fight in a main event where he was ranked 3rd at the time. I mean, I'm not saying Thiago Santos wasn't a beast. I'm not saying Anthony Smith in 2020 wasn't formidable. But I am saying I don't remember seeing any highlights from this guy in Venom shorts. I mean, the last time he got a knockout was in 2019.
I hear. I'm going with Azamat. I don't know if he can get the. Give me Azamat by KO. I think that's what he does, and he's gonna get him up against the fence, and he's gonna find that kill switch.
Yeah, I don't think that Rakic is him. I just don't. So I'm also gonna go with Azamat Mirzakhanov. I'm going to say that Mersey gets it done. 3rd round, TKO.
There we go. Love it. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Let's move it on over to Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. The number 2 heavyweight in the world versus the number 5 heavyweight in the world. A style of 2 different fighters. They have Almeida listed as a striker, which is a lie.
That's ridiculous.
This guy is shooting for legs as soon as the bell rings. He wants to get the takedown. He wants to suffocate you with his grappling ability. And Volkov is another fighter that is used to having the reach advantage and the length advantage. Almeida has real long arms for being 4 inches shorter. 79 to 80 in the reach in favor of Volkov. This is going to be interesting. I think if you're Almeida, you got to definitely go with what you know. You want to get Volkov on the ground and you want to smother him.
Volkov has spent a lot of his fights on the ground.
Yeah.
It turns out. Rewatching some of them back. And I think that it's not going to be that hard to find him on the ground.
No.
Honestly, I think Almeida's got this in the bag.
It's the path for him to win.
Yeah. I think that he's going to have no problem getting him to the ground, and I think it's going to be about, does he decide to go to the back and choke him out, or is he going to go for an arm bar like how Tom Aspinall got him? I could see him climbing the back and choking Volkov out, especially with how freaking big Volkov is. Right? Like,
there's so much.
Probably easier to stay on his back than like an Aspinall, where Aspinall is a huge dude. You're probably slipping off. Where, this is tailor-made for Almeida to slide in there and get a sub. It's a real bummer. I do think that this is the number 1 contender fight, right? So the winner,
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens with Alex Pereira, I do believe that we'll be seeing Almeida face the winner of the main event.
I love it. I mean, I'm leaning towards Almeida. I will say I think Volkov kind of got robbed of his rematch against Tom Aspinall. When you go back to that Ciryl Gane fight, he was whooping Ciryl Gane that entire fight. The fact that the judges gave him that win, and I'm pretty sure it was in France, was it not?
No, it was not in France.
Okay. But either way, he won that fight, and he should be the one fighting Tom Aspinall in this main event. But regardless, now you get a real tough style matchup in Almeida, and I also think he gets it done via submission.
Yeah, I think the UFC would be better off if we do end up getting an Almeida versus Aspinall, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but if we get Almeida versus Aspinall next for Tommy, that's a real interesting style matchup that he hasn't had to face yet. Right. And honestly, there aren't too many other storylines at heavyweight to get excited about.
I completely agree with that statement. Heavyweight needs a lot more juice, so hopefully a guy like Walter Walker on the prelims gets the win and starts climbing his way up there. That would be a real interesting fight someday. But let's move on to our next fight. We got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista.
Yes.
Take it away with this one.
So Mario Bautista is from where we are. We are out here in Arizona. The MMA lab is out here in Arizona. It's without question one of the most successful MMA gyms in the entire world, and Mario Bautista is leading the pack as the next guy to get the belt out of that gym. He already has wins over the likes of Jose Aldo, Damon Blackshear, Ricky Simone, Patchy Mix, Brian Kelleher. The list goes on. He's on a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on a huge win streak right now. 8-fight win streak, 10-2 in the UFC. Elite boxing at 135, if you ask me. I think he does a really good job of level changing, throwing jabs to the body, just connecting, staying at range. Decent kickboxer as well. Good kicks to the body. Maybe not the best takedown defense. He did have that fight against Ricky Simone where he got picked up and carried to Ricky Simone's corner. And Ricky Simone's one of the better grapplers in the bantamweight division, so that is going to happen. Mario did come out with the win in that fight, so not saying that, just because you're going to take him down, you're going to dominate him unless your name is Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
Then I do think that. So Umar against Corey Sandhagen. I saw this interesting stat rewatching the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Sandhagen landed more strikes through 2 rounds than all of Umar's opponents combined prior.
I believe that.
That's crazy.
I believe that for sure. That was Umar's biggest test by a mile. I mean, you look at the rest of his resume. Is there anyone that really stands out in the UFC? Not really up until, he gets Corey and then Merab.
Yeah. Even then, I mean, we mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but in that fight, Umar won the first 2 rounds pretty clearly and came into that fight with an injured arm of some sort.
Yeah.
And it was also short notice, and his coaches and doctors advised him not to take it. And so
we don't care.
I mean,
we don't care, brother.
Dog.
We fight.
This guy's got a dog in him. Yeah, I don't see Mario as a better overall striker than Corey Sandhagen, and I think that if Corey can't do anything to Umar, I don't think that Mario can do anything either.
When I think about Umar, it's kind of like going to football where you know how Arch Manning is a mobile quarterback, and you're like, we have a mobile Manning. With Umar, it's like we have a striking Nurmagomedov.
Well, kind of, because in that Corey fight, he shot 30 seconds in.
Yeah, you don't want to stand on the feet with Corey.
I'm just saying, like, he shot 3 times in the first handful of minutes, and
he knows how to win.
He got dropped by the guy who he fought before Corey in the first round, in the first minute.
Yeah,
right.
No, you're right about that.
That was a short notice fight. That was like off a week's notice for that guy, if that.
There is some holes in Umar's game. I just don't think that Mario is going to be able to capitalize on them.
I don't think so either.
I see this being a win for Umar however he wants it. If he wants to submit you, he's going to submit you. If he wants to TKO you on the ground, that's what he's going to do. If he wants to just beat your ass for 3 rounds, that is what he's going to do. With Umar, though, you need to make a statement here. You need a big win, a big finish if you want to be next for that Merab rematch.
Well, for him specifically, Mario Batista we're talking about, it may be more about just getting on the good side of the fan base, because ever since the Jose Aldo fight, he's been public enemy top 5.
Yes,
maybe not
sure.
number 1, but public enemy top 5 for sure. We know what you did. It's been a year. And you even had us rooting for Patchy Mix. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard that is for us? You're one of us.
And we were rooting for the Bellator guy, which we are never doing again. Patchy Mix sucks.
Yeah, no, we'll never do anything like that. All that being said, Mario Batista has had one hell of a run in the UFC. He actually has a teammate joining him on this trip, and he's going to be taking on Nathaniel Wood on the prelims, another fun one to keep your eyes out for. That dude's on a 7-fight finishing streak, 5 knockouts in his last 5 fights.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe one MMA Lab guy can get a win this weekend.
Now, let's move on to the true main event of the evening. We got the women's strawweight title fight, which means only one thing. We brought out the coin.
That's right. We are undefeated when tossing this coin when it comes to women being on the main card, so why stop now?
Never failed. So we got Virna, the lady who kind of looks like a lizard. She's got those eyes that just don't follow the same object. And then Mackenzie Dern, who is everything but her face.
Which is why Mackenzie Dern is going to be tails, if you know what I'm saying. And I guess Virna is ironically heads.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Mackenzie Dern wins.
Yeah, we got tails.
Yeah. Fuck.
So
Yep.
we do have a rematch here, believe it or not. And as we all know, the great Chael Sonnen says, when there's a rematch and the younger fighter won the first fight, he or she, I'm adding that new rule in there, or she will win the second fight only faster. Mackenzie Dern is going to sub this woman and get the belt. And even if she doesn't sub her, these scorecards are pre-written. There's no way the UFC is letting Virna walk away with the belt over there, Mackenzie Dern. You know, they love Mackenzie.
Absolutely.
Another AZ native, by the way.
Shout out. Let's go AZ.
Drop that Brazilian flag, Mackenzie. You know you from AZ.
Yeah.
You know you from AZ.
Yeah,
Girl.
I like that she fakes an accent. That's real funny. But with that being said, shall we move on? The coin has spoken, and we got the main event of the evening between Tommy Aspinall and Ciryl Gane. The champ versus the number one, in quotation marks, heavyweight of Ciryl Gane.
The number one heavyweight for the UFC brass, maybe.
Yeah.
They seem to love Ciryl Gane.
No kidding. They just keep giving this guy title fights, and he doesn't deserve them. But let's break this one down. Tom Aspinall, this chat of a man, this beautiful bouncing baby boy.
The GOAT in the making.
So damn good.
He's incredible.
I mean, just looking at his resume, and he has our favorite thing, a 100% finish rate. Looking at his resume, he should be undefeated in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
The only loss came in his fourth fight where he got submitted somehow. I forget.
No, he his knee got hurt.
That was in the UFC. The only loss,
you mean overall?
Yeah.
I apologize.
Overall, and then he got disqualified for illegal elbows or something in his second loss, and then yes, he blew out his knee against Curtis Blades, and then proved that was a fluke when they rematched for the belt. Tom Aspinall is just a beast.
He's dropping people with jabs.
Yeah, he's got so much power.
He's dropping people with jabs. He's so good. He does. Even when he fought Tybura, he's like, I didn't mean to knock him out that fast.
Yeah.
He just fell.
Trying to get some experience. He just can't do it. Everyone's falling too quickly.
Yeah, the only guy who was even able to take him into the second round was like twice his age.
Yeah, and a former champ in
Exactly.
Andrei Arlovsky. I mean, is there anybody in this heavyweight division that you would put up against Tom and be like, I don't know?
I think it has to be like a Sergey Pavlovich type of fight, which is what we got a couple years ago at this point, right? Can you remember the anticipation of that fight? You knew that it was going to happen in 90 seconds. It was so scary.
Sergey was on a roll. Tom Aspinall obviously has the resume that he does.
That's right.
And then those two going at it, and they were throwing bombs from beginning to end of the first round.
And Tom made a couple.
Yeah, no, he proved that was the most his chin's ever been tested.
Yes.
Unless there's something we're forgetting about.
Yeah, unless there's like some wars with Tyson Fury
that
we're not seeing behind the scenes.
In the gym. But, I mean, Ciryl Gane, on the other hand, good striker. But you're just
very
not
light
going
on his
to be
feet.
able...
Good
you're not
Muay
gonna
Thai.
Be able to, yes, I agree with that. Good Muay Thai. You're not going to be able to compete with Tom on the ground, which I think is where Tom's going to want to take it.
Well, I think that Tom kind of has a little, I got to prove I'm better than John Jones in this fight, where it's like, okay, that fight lasted 2 minutes. Got it.
Yep. I mean,
ding, ding.
Tom's last 4 fights hasn't even lasted 4 minutes.
Yeah, I would love to see Tom stand on the feet with him and prove that he's a better striker than him, and just maybe not even, no, I'm sure he's a better striker, but more power. The power is going to be something that Cyryl's never really felt. I mean, Ciryl got gifted with like Tubbies like Tai Tuivasa and Derek Lewis, right? Like,
where it was go outlast these guys and then beat them up in the second and third round.
He's also got Sergey Spivak on his resume, right? So he gets to be the crazy athlete at heavyweight against some fatties and look good, and that's how he got to his title fights in the first place. But that's matchups, you know.
Aspinall's gone up against everybody. He's gone up against strikers,
and he's
grapplers.
been asking for this fight for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
no,
we watch every interview that every UFC fighter has every week. We know that he's been asking for this fight forever.
And this is the fight to make it. It's a lot of fun. We were giving Ciryl a lot of shit. He is a good heavyweight. He is a good heavyweight. I don't think he beat Volkov, and I will stick with that. But
another example of he has no ground game.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
dude.
Even Volkov had you know, useless. And by the time the fight ended, like, Gane was like laying down like he was exhausted.
Yeah.
That was only 3 rounds.
And now, well, I mean, we've never seen Tom Aspinall in the third round.
And we won't.
Not this time.
Not this year.
Give me Tom Aspinall. I will take him by submission. I think he wants to get Ciryl on the ground and he wants to submit him. Whereas, like you mentioned, where it's I got to prove that I'm better than John Jones, he does it faster.
I honestly think that's going to be his motive, and I think that he's going to be able to accomplish it if he wants to. There might be some jitters that come out to where it's like, okay, like, fuck, you know, we're in a cage fight, and I'm going against one of the best strikers in the world. He's fucking fast, and he's huge. Has Tom gone against somebody with this speed? I don't know.
Probably not.
But I don't think it matters because of the difference in grappling, right? Like, Tom is
He's got a way out if he wants one.
I think he's been doing black belt since he was a little. Or I'm sorry, did doing black belt.
Yeah,
fucking. He's been doing BJJ since he was a little kid. I think his dad's the coach, like a BJJ coach. So I don't see a way that Ciryl wins, even if like Cyryl's not the kind of guy to like catch somebody and put him away.
There's not a whole lot, if any, of those cold KO moments. Like maybe against Ty, but. He had him doing the chicken dance, and then he hit him on the back of the head.
Ty almost had him out too, though.
Yeah, he did. No, he dropped his ass. He dropped him.
Yeah,
bad.
even Ciryl in the post fight interview, he goes like, "Woo,
he got me. Yeah,
I was out, guilty." But I mean, the Derek Lewis fight was a joke. The Francis Ngannou fight, like Francis out wrestled him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he just kept taking him down, and Francis went in there with a busted knee. So I think that was
maybe two, possibly, because he had knee braces on both knees that day. Yeah, I don't think Ciryl Gane deserved this shot. I don't think that he beat Volkov like you said. I think that this is still the best fight you can make at heavyweight, regardless of what Ciryl Gane's done recently. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for it. I literally cannot wait. There's something about we really have our own Mike Tyson in Tom Aspinall, and there's not enough hype behind that, and it's such a shame, dude. Like shame on Dana White. Every time I've seen him go on ESPN, First Take, whatever have you, the past year. The same conversations happen every freaking time. When's John Jones coming back?
Yeah,
I know. I got to see John Bone Jones. You guys can guess who that imitation was. And then Connor.
Always.
John Jones, Connor. Jones, Connor.
That's all ESPN knows, which is why they need to put us on their show because they suck.
Yeah, we'd probably turn you guys down anyways. We finna make so much more without you guys, bro.
We don't like Disney.
Yeah, Tom Aspinall is the GOAT in the making. 32 years old. He has another 10 years of dominance coming. I mean, just first round finishes, 3-4 fights a year if we're lucky. It's going to be tough. Keeping up with contenders is actually what we're going to have to deal with.
He's going to run through them all.
Yeah, I think that Dana's got to let Alex drop the belt. I don't know if you watched the post-fight interview in 320, right? But they said, right, like, or he said, Alex and his team came up and they said, well, we want to go to heavyweight. This is before the fight.
Yeah,
right. So, okay, now you're the light heavyweight champ, and then Dana's there like, well, we got some pretty good fights for you at light heavyweight. You have one that you can make, and you have one trilogy that you can make where the dude is down 0-2. You know what I'm saying? So you can make the Olberg fight if you want to. Do it freaking fast. Do it in Perth.
Yeah. Put Poetan in enemy territory for once.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be fine with it. He goes there all the time. Like, he travels to Australia. Like, they love him there. So it probably wouldn't even be that bad.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot he did go to a fight.
And Olberg's from New Zealand. So they have no loyalty, actually. So if I'm the UFC, I allow him to do that. Let Alex go up. You can do Alex versus Tom, main event at the White House if you want, which I've already complained about before. I hate when we have big events in the far-off future because then everything else has to suffer because of it. So let Yuri take on Olberg for the vacant belt and move on with the division that way. But don't hold Pereira hostage. If the dude wants to go to heavyweight, freaking let him go.
Let him go.
Cutting weight sucks.
What more does he have to do to also earn that right?
He did nothing. It's actually his choice. It's actually his choice. He does not have to. He does not have to defend the belt if he doesn't want to.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm right there with you. A final prediction for this fight?
Tom Aspinall by knockout.
There we go.
First round.
Now, before we wrap up, I just have one question for you. What did you make of Ranier de Quitter?
I was like, I knew this was going to happen.
Yep.
I knew it, dude. I don't know if it was because it's his, like, basically his seventh fight in almost a calendar year. Call it 14 months, if you will. That's a lot for a dude his age. It's a lot of weight cutting. It's a lot of traveling. It's a lot of training camps year round. He had all the excuses in the world after the fight. I don't know if you saw his tweet.
Yeah, I have norovirus.
Norovirus, which is, it's basically a disease that makes you throw up and have diarrhea a lot. It's not C. diff, but it's bad. He also said that he had a broken rib and that he broke his hand in the first round and he did something else in the second round. And his coach was the one that actually quit for him, as per the coach, his Instagram post. He said, it's my call. He goes, I don't care what you guys think. I don't care what the fans think. It's my job to make sure that my fighter can live to fight another day. It's like, dude, you're going against Brandon Allen. He was not going to hurt your fighter. 5 more minutes of exhaustion was not going to, deteriorate RDR's career.
But quitting does a lot worse.
Yeah, it definitely
than that.
hurts. It definitely hurts. The aura has been deflated from Mr. DeQuitter. You got a new nickname now. That's a
Yeah.
bummer. You
I
don't
know.
want that one, dude. That's a bad
terrible
one to have.
nickname to have.
I think that you should probably give him Fluffy or Izzy. What do you say?
DeQuitter or
Yeah.
Allen?
No, I think Allen. I know we kind of talked about it before. I think that let's just assume he's top 4 now.
Okay.
DDP.
Yeah.
What makes the
you're
most
right,
sense.
You're right. I
If
forgot
not,
about
he's lost to Strickland in the past. It's been a while.
that. Mhm.
You can run it back if you want to.
Yep. For DeRitter, I kind of like what you mentioned with Izzy. I mean, Izzy's been coming off a couple tough losses, and with that performance that you just put out against DeRitter, this is a real interesting style matchup for Izzy.
Yeah.
And I think it's one that is winnable either way for both guys.
I think so too.
Let's book that.
You could make it another main event in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
because they
easy.
seem to love middleweights.
Yeah.
There. That just seems to be the way.
And Izzy can headline any event anywhere.
I think
He's
that
always
he
got the
kind
name
of has
value.
to because
Yeah.
of his paycheck.
Right.
too. I
yeah.
mean, you're making a few million. You got to go 5 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't justify anything else. Any final thoughts? Closing arguments?
Did anything else cool happen in this past weekend? I'm trying to think of the other fights.
Just some poor ref.
Oh, Kev. Oh, man. Mike Malott. Kev.
Yeah.
Not even worth talking about.
Poor refs in general.
Okay, the refereeing. The Drew Dober nut shot to take a point away,
After giving a hard warning.
Well, yes, precisely, right? Make your decision then and there. In my opinion.
If you're going to go talk to him about it, that is when you do it.
And then as far as the other dude goes, Dan Murgliata not taking a point.
After 2. You
and
get
then,
1 warning in the back, 1 warning in the ring, and then 3 strikes you're out, bro.
Bro, Kev should have just swung for his nuts.
Yeah,
and made it
I
even.
was thinking about that.
Honestly, if you're not going to lose a point, and honestly, screw the points anyways. You can't even stand up straight. Somehow you won the second round.
You did. And
honestly, Malott was a real sportsman about it.
I mean, he was bitching.
No. Malott could have put it on him in the end of the first.
Yeah, okay.
And he respectfully let the clock run out.
Yeah.
He was like, but really he was dancing. He did not have to do that. And even Kev was like, bro, come on.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
And he was like, Kev, we love you, bro. We can't wait to see you back.
And
I would give you my nut if I could. I know you wouldn't want it. No downsizing. I don't know. Yeah. Anything else we got?
That just about wraps it up. This has been the Sportiello Show with the Sportiello Bros. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week.